Hey, what's up? It's Brandon here. Welcome back to Blader News. I know it's been a while since the last Blader News, so there has been a lot of stories. Luckily, they've been a bit less negative. So let's just jump into it and start off with some general news. So first off, there's been a couple competitions. First one I want to go into is Fise. Shout out to the dude that corrected me on how to pronounce it too. I'm pretty sure it's Fise. Fise? I still don't know. Anyway, Joe Atkinson took out first place. He had this amazing run. You should watch the clip here. It's so good. The dude just flows around the park so nice. And if you've ever tried to flow around the park in skates, it's a hard thing to do to keep your speed as you go. And he does an amazing job. And he's really picked up his game this year, if you've noticed. So shout out to Joe Atkinson. He's killing it. The second competition that happened was the Boschi skate off. I really struggled to find a good video of the event, not gonna lie. I looked for a couple. The one that Roller News posted up, I was not impressed with. I really hated how it was filmed. It made me feel sick, yeah. But there's this one I found just by searching. It's got way less views, and I highly recommend checking it out. It's a bit better filmed, and it's edited a lot nicer. And anyway, the results came in, and oh, I'm gonna murder your name. I'm so sorry, man. But Soichiro Kanashima. I apologize, but anyway, I'll let Google say it.
Soichiro Kanashima.
He took out first place, and it seems like he just skated super well, super solid. No one seemed to see him fall over. He kind of just gets back on his feet over and over again, so it's very impressive. We also saw Karson there in a comp in the first time in a while. He was killing it. So overall, it seems like a very good event, and everyone seems to be hyped for next year's one. So am I, to be honest. Anyway, check the link in the description. I'll have a link to both videos, but once again, I do recommend the one Roller News didn't share. So, moving on though, we had a bunch of new rollerbladers become pro. First off was Sam Croft. He just became pro for USD, and he had this fire edit to put out, as every pro does when they become pro. And it sounds like it's well deserved, so that's great. And on top of that, we had Them Skates announced that Darst is now skating pro for them, and he has the first Them Skates pro skate, which is this beautiful burgundy Them skate, which I don't have. And John Julio said himself that $10 to $15 from every skate sold goes to Sean, which is by far the highest percentage going to skaters that like ever has been for a pro skater. So like John Julio said, he's following through with, making sure pro skaters get paid and putting the money back into the industry, which is so good to see. And if that doesn't convince you that Them Skates are worth just checking out, what does. So that's two new pro rollerbladers, which is always great to see. There's still people becoming pro. It's like rollerblading is still going good. To me, it shows that we're growing, and I'm super hyped about that. Anyway, also to follow up the last Blader News, I want to touch back on a couple stories. Following up on probably the saddest story from last week, Rob G. If you don't know, Rob G is a pro rollerblader who gave up being a pro rollerblader to go to a spiritual retreat and volunteer, and he's just all around great dude. While he was there, he got shot in the head at point blank range, stupid pointless violence, and he needed a whole lot of money to get back to the US and get looked after, more or less. And they started GoFundMe. It was very successful, and as of today, it's still going, and he's got a goal of $200,000. So if you got any spare money, you should check the link in the description, go help him out. But we have an update. The latest update is from Rob G himself. He typed it out, and he appears to be doing absolutely great, and he's super thankful for all the help he's got so far. And I don't know, the whole story around this is really heartwarming to me, and it shows how great our community is and how alive it still is. And another follow-up story though, last week we talked about how we had no idea what skate Bobbi was going to be on after no longer being able to skate Valas. Was he going to be on Rossies? Was he going to be on Thems? Well, now we know. It's been answered. He's skating Them Skates. He's skating the Ivory ones. And I'm pretty sure he's skating 72mm flat on some GC big, I think they're called big frames. I can't remember. But I don't know. He's skating them amazingly, and he's making me want to go buy some of those frames, because when I tried out skating 72mm flat, it was fun. And to be honest, the Kaiser frames I had was fine, so maybe I won't try them out. But anyway, in other news, got another hit for Rems as Josiah Blee announces that he is leaving Rems, and he's no longer going to be a pro skater for Rems. When he posted this up saying he was leaving Rems, he made it sound like he was quitting skating. I don't know whether it was him or the guy who films and edits. He's the man, he's Carter or something like that. But when you clicked on the Vimeo link, the description for the video, it's still like that, I'm pretty sure. It said something about, do you know what it's like to be stuck on disability? And it made it sound like he was done with skating, but Josiah replied and said he's not stopping skating. And so now it's all up in the air. We don't know what he's doing. I don't know whether he is drop skating pro for Rems because he just wants to go back to skating for fun, or whether he's got a better offer from another company like Niels Jansen did, and you know how everyone's leaving Rems, which sucks. But guess we have to wait and see. But in relation to that, I want to tell you some media you should 100% check out, and by far you should definitely check out Josiah's farewell to Rems Park because it is amazing. It is on another level. He is so tech, man. He's definitely got to be my favorite skater, number one at the moment. I don't know how he can skate so well, you know, and I also cannot imagine him on any other skate. So, future is going to be interesting. And other media you should check out. If you haven't heard about this, I don't know where you've been, but there's a new absolutely amazing podcast being created called the Jump Street Podcast. It's hosted by Austin Paz and Billy O'Neill, and the quality of it and everything is very high, and they're all super interesting. You learn a lot about the rollerblade industry and the history, and they're super good, high quality podcasts, and I can't recommend them anymore. So go check them out. They have a really good one with John Julio releasing the new Them Skates, and Chris Farmer's one. I know, they're all really good. You can't go wrong. Watch any of them. Now that we've done that, let's move on to some skate related news. Tell me this is a confusing name, by the way, because by skate related news I mean like physical skates. You know, anyway. So Them Skates have released the new Sean Darst Pro Skate, and it's not just the new colouring of the Them Skates that I got here. They actually changed the sole plate as well. Apparently it's upgraded and it's better. I don't really know what they did. But they also changed the hardware on it, which I think this was the smartest move ever. I don't know why it hasn't been a thing before now, but what he's done is he's connected the two sole plate bolts so that the thread can't ever spin when you're tightening it. So those bolts are always going to be able to be undone and redone up. It's just very simple but very smart, and I'm very impressed. And I'm kind of gutted that I don't have them. He also released them in some new colours, the black and white. It looks good. So if you thought you missed out on your size, but in Them Skates, now's the time to go check it out. So link in the description as always. On the same note though, we do have a ton of new skates coming out. One of which, if you've seen it, you've seen the leaked pictures, maybe through the Jump Street podcast or maybe through Blade Tech. But Basement, which is the dope clothing brand run by the Karson brothers, they leaked some pictures of some Basement skates. And if you watch the Jump Street podcast, you'll learn that they're not starting a skate company. This is a short collaboration, and it is just a Rosie's with Basement written on it. So it's just their ideal skate, and it's a limited time run kind of thing, just because they wanted to try it out, and John hooked them up with some deals with Rosie's. So it looks cool. I really like the look of that skate, and the Karson brothers are sick. So what do you think of that? What do you think of the Basement skate in general, and how it's just a Rosie's with a new name? Is it cool? Is it bad? Do you hope it's actually going to be like a full-on skate company, or do you think it should just be a one-off thing like I'm pretty sure they have planned? Let me know in the comments below. On top of that, we had some photos leaked of the new USD Aeon Low Maxes, which are a nice brown color with black. I'm not a big fan of them, but the Aeon sounds like a super good boot, and I really want to try it out. Also, coming from USD, we had some more leaked pictures of the USD Shadow skate. And now we've seen videos and pictures of these skates years ago. We saw it on Lino's channel so long ago now, probably like a year ago. So no idea what's happening with these skates. They really need to release them. But rumor has it they're going to be releasing it this fall. I don't know what that means. I don't know how good that knowledge is, but fingers crossed, right? Because I know how much demand there is for these skates, and I think they're going to blow up, and it's going to be one of USD's top selling skates. So let me know what you think. Are you hyped for the new Shadows? Do you think the new sole system's going to work? I'll be down in the comments. Let me know. Now, some somewhat unrelated, but it's still news. I'm sure you've heard there's a huge hurricane coming to the lower east coast of America. If you're in that area, listen to the people telling you to evacuate and get out of there. It sounds like it's going to be horrible. And to keep it on a rollerblading note, if you know the channel Back to Blading, which I'm sure you do, poor Law, he's out there, and the storm's heading his way. So if you want to be super homey, you should go jump into the link in the description, head over to Back to Blading's channel and just drop him some love, man. Let him know that, you know, we got his back and we hope that he's safe, because that's scary, man. So that's it for all the stories I have today. But before we go, I want to show you this WTF clip of the week, inspired by Jump Street Podcast, because they do something similar and it's pretty funny. But anyway, I saw this on Facebook and I was just like, wow, check it out. Why would you even think to do this trick? It's insane. If you have any comments on any of the stories I touched on, or anything at all, let me know in the comments below. I'll be in there talking to you. If you have any stories you think I'm missing, please tweet them at me. I got a new Twitter handle and it's @BladedNews. So I'll be on there. If you find something you think I should be doing a story on, tweet it at me and I'll look into it, you know. Before we go, I want to leave a question for you guys. This is completely unrelated, but let me know. What was the best day of the week and best time of the day for there to be a live stream on this channel? And in relation to that, I just want you to know that I am now trialing doing weekly live streams. At the moment, I'm doing every Sunday at 5 p.m. Boston time, which is this time code. So if you want to see that, make sure you ring that bell. And I'm pretty sure you have to hit subscribe first, so if you like this kind of content, be sure to hit subscribe and then ring that bell so you don't miss the live stream. Thanks so much for watching. I hope I filled you in some of the latest skate news. Just want to do a huge shout out to my Patreon Deb. And as always, I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace out, my dudes.